give you that information, let's take a look at how we can monetize this summer season. That's right. We're in summer right now, okay? And we need to go ahead and take a look at how to monetize the summer, and more specifically, how to get P.A.I.D from this boost in leisure travel that's occurring, okay? Now, people are thinking twice about traveling outside of the borders of the United States with terrorism globally increasing. So more and more people, yes, if they are looking at going abroad, they're doing more research. I'm going to give you a website to monetize people doing research about places before they go there. And we're going to look at, in total, 3 positions that will get you P.A.I.D from the increase in leisure travel during this summer season. Now, summer is indeed upon us, meaning we should see an uptick in leisure travel. Now, whether people are looking to spend some time at the beach or hit a popular tourist location, there is a big reason for companies that provide services that aid people in accomplishing these tasks. And it also then is a big season for companies that accommodate these particular desires as well. Now, which particular positions, which particular stocks will tend to benefit from this? Well, the travel universe is so vast indeed, and the value chain is indeed fragmented. So, do you play the online travel agencies, commonly known as the OTAs, or the deal companies, or the all-in resorts? Well, at this particular time, I'm going to give you 3 particular positions to consider upon completion of the appropriate drill down for inclusion into your portfolio. 3 positions that encompass: 1, being a player in the search and discovery arena; 1 that's a cruise liner; and 1 that is indeed an online travel agency. So let's go to work. First company I want to give you is TripAdvisor, symbol TRIP. Now, TripAdvisor has had to put on a brave face in light of the year-to-date performance of negative 21%, heading into the summer travel season, and trailing 12-month performance of negative 44%. Now, many people at current valuations, okay, can get comfortable with some of the overhangs of the stock and believe it presents a buying opportunity whereby the stock is de-risked. We all know that global travel market is indeed worth huge bucks, $1.3 trillion. And within this market, TripAdvisor, symbol TRIP stock, has a unique and powerful model. You see, more than 390 million average monthly unique visitors and 435 million reviews and opinions make TripAdvisor a big boy in this arena. Now, at the end of the day, TripAdvisors, or the symbol TRIP, okay, appeals to peers like the traditional OTAs, okay, because they monetize more effectively on a per visitor basis. You see, Trip's instant booking feature is meant to address this. It has been a work in progress since 2014, but progress is being made. Directionally, things look on track, with U.S. click-based and transaction revenue per hotel shopper trending positively for the last 2 quarters. The other major overhang is the TV brand campaign. Total spend is not set in stone, but it probably won't be less than $50 million if TripAdvisor is serious about competing with the likes of Trivago, which spends nearly all revenues on advertising. Okay? Now, Trip is doing what it feels is necessary to compete in a very intense environment. It keeps getting outspent by peers, so this is one way to try to go toe-to-toe. And even if it doesn't pay off in a huge way, the current share price provides some insulation. Okay? So at the end of the day, Trip is going to do what it needs to do during these summer months to try to catch up. And therefore, TripAdvisor, symbol TRIP, deserves a drill down by you to determine whether or not you should consider it for possible inclusion into your portfolio during the summer months to get your P.A.I.D. The next position I want to give you to get your P.A.I.D. during the summer months is Norwegian Cruise Line. Norwegian Cruise Line symbol NCLH. That's NCLH. Okay. Now, just last week, Norwegian Cruise Lines debuted the Norwegian Joy, making its long-awaited foray into the Chinese market. You see, the Norwegian Joy was designed in Germany and is tailored specifically for the Chinese customer. Competitors like Carnival and Royal Caribbean were fast movers, while NCLH, talking about the Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, has waited despite seeing the same massive potential. You see, China is the name of the long-term game in and out of favor cruise industry, which is why success here is crucial. You see, Carnival Corporation and Royal Caribbean Cruises have been in China longer, but Royal Caribbean Cruises have remained lackluster with regards to its performance. Only recently, they've trended back towards, I'm talking about Royal Caribbean Cruises and Carnival Corp. Only recently have they trended back towards higher single-digit, low double-digit profits. Now, NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, has opted for a sit-and-learn approach, a sit-and-observation approach, if you will. And they've been methodically tinkering, with these various ships to meet mainland China's preferences. Now, as a result of its more methodical approach, NCLH is better primed family members and listeners alike to make a strong first impression and promote its brand as summer travel ramps up. And they've recently linked up with Alibaba Group Holdings on the preview cruise and that has turned out to be indeed a smart move as well. It's indicative of excellent strategic maneuvering relative to its peers. And as China takes off and new lines are added, NCLH will always be able to better diversify revenue from North America. Now, with the addition of the new ship called the Joy, NCLH has a combined fleet of 25 ships with approximately 50,400 berths and an overall more upmarket product, which is beneficial from a pricing standpoint. Now, next year, the Breakaway Plus 3 is scheduled, and the Breakaway Plus 4 the following year, providing a clear pipeline of new capacity in the near term. Now, barring a deep global recession, viral disease breakouts, or other miscellaneous but disastrous events, new capacity and the refurbishment program will position NCLH to drive shareholder value. NCLH to get your P.A.I.D during the summer months. And this last position that I want to give you is a very, very smart and clever play. I'm talking about ctrip.com, symbol CTRP, ctrip.com. Now listen to me closely on the logic behind getting paid from this particular position. Okay? Now, one major metric to keep an eye on as it relates to companies like Ctrip or what is commonly known as the OTA business is mobile app downloads. Mobile app downloads. And for those of you, let me back up, that aren't quite sure what is meant when people say the OTA, they're talking about online travel agencies. OTA stands for online travel agencies. So now let me get back to ctrip.com. Now, at the end of the day, mobile is the primary device through which most people, including Chinese consumers, it's the device that they utilize to make bookings for both hotel and transportation. Now, cumulative downloads for the mobile app for Ctrip grew from 1.7 billion as of year end 2015 to 2.9 billion as of the year of 2016. Now, based on numbers alone, the number of non-Chinese users are over 1 billion. Now, I wouldn't want to confuse downloads and active users, but in Ctrip's case, the motive for download is functionality. You see, I could imagine a small portion of downloaders downloading the app just to look at train times, for example. But given ease of booking and reliability, C-Trip very much is the go-to domestically for the final transaction. Now, though the company doesn't disclose download to transaction completion conversion rates, I would imagine them to be very, very high. You see, another value driver for C-Trip is the investments in other travel companies. Take its $180 million investment last year in India's largest online travel company. Talking about diversifying now. Okay? And then last year, C-Trip completed its acquisition, okay, of Skyscanner, which is a UK-based travel search site. These are extremely smart moves, family members, that diversify revenue streams and geographic exposure. Now, as C-Trip continues to dominate in the Chinese OTA market and expand into adjacent categories via acquisitions at home and abroad, shareholders will benefit during the summer months and the summer travel season, and they will get P.A.I.D. 3 powerful positions that will get you P.A.I.D. from increased travel during the summer